Hello, this is my audience. This is my aunt, my husband. I'll be passing the camera to my husband at this moment. Hello, everyone. My name is Maria Jimenez. I'm a Kaiser University student. I've been with Kaiser for a year. Now, I have been given the opportunity to talk about something that's very important to me and to the nation itself. Many immigrants have been affected by this. Now, before I start anything, I want to ask a quick question. How many of you, just by looking at me, can tell me my legal status in this country? Just by looking at me. But stay with that question in mind. Now, what I want to show you is a picture of someone that's very important to me. This is my daughter, Aliyah. She's 5 years old. And the reason why is because she represents American Hispanic children of this country. Her status here is legal. Now, I want you to imagine a child this young leaving them behind because you were apprehended in a raid. This was the case of many illegal immigrants in 2007, and this is why they decided to take a stand for their rights and march all around the country, showing who they were. Now, today, what I hope to convince you about is that we need to approve an immigration reform that not only benefits illegal immigrants, but also Americans in this country. First off, I want to demonstrate why illegal immigrants should be given the opportunity for reform. The reason why is because to stop the abuse that many of them are being submitted to. According to Rosa Maria Castañeda, writer of the National Council of La Raza, in 2005, ICE, which is Immigration and Custom Enforcement, conducted many raids in work sites and homes where illegal immigrants were apprehended and deported without given the chance to call someone to inform of their situation. Many of the children were left behind without nobody being notified. Thank God for neighbors and landlords that took the initiative to take care of these children and look for assistance for them. Now, I want you to imagine this happening to your child. Wouldn't this be something very traumatizing? I wouldn't wish this on anyone. Another important problem also that many of you have happened is hate crimes. According to the FBI data, hate crimes have increased since 2003 against illegal immigrants due to the heated discussion over immigration reform, and also to the anti-immigration rhetoric in the media. There are 3 cases that I want to present to you at this moment, which is case number 1. Luis Ramirez, 25, Mexican immigrant who was repeatedly punched, knocked down to the ground, then kicked several times in the head. Meanwhile, his aggressor used ethnic slurs. 2 days later, declared dead. His aggressors are right here, and all of them were acquitted of this, not found guilty because he was an illegal immigrant. Second case, we have Jose Osvaldo Suhansi, 31 Ecuadorian male, was declared brain dead after his attacker brutally beat him with an aluminum bat and a broken bottle. The only thing I can say positive is that his brother is still alive, who was also at that time with him, and his aggressor is paying for what he did. Third case, we have Marcelo Lucero, 37 Ecuadorian male, was stabbed to death during confrontation with a lynch mob. His aggressors as well, they pleaded guilty to all the crimes that were submitted to them. These are just cases, only a few, but there are many more out there. Now, I want everyone to remember the question that I did at the beginning. Now, this will be considered something kind of like a racial profiling. And this is what the Arizona law, SB 1070, would have subjected many legal and illegal immigrants to. Thank God at the moment the law has been partially suspended, but is currently in action. Now, the benefits of reform for Americans. According to Dr. Raul Ignacio Ojeda, stated in his report, Raising the Floor for American Workers, that a comprehensive immigration reform would yield at least $1.5 trillion in cumulative U.S. gross domestic product over 10 years by including $1.2 trillion in consumption and $256 billion in investment only. Also, a native-born high-skilled worker will see their income increase modestly under comprehensive reform because of the wage reform. Illegal immigrants also, quick point, that being legalized, they invest in education, job training, and English language skills. These are some of the benefits that many Americans will have. Also, now that we've discussed the first point, what benefits are, I want to also address is that what would happen if a reform is not approved. According to Dr. Raul Inosa, again, stated that mass deportation, it will reduce a cumulative of 2.6 trillion lost in GDP over 10 years, and it's not including the actual cost of deportation. The Center of American Progress states that mass deportation costs about $206 billion to $230 billion over 5 years. This is a lot of money. The result of deportation will be a wage increase for less skilled workers, but a wage decrease for high-skilled workers, and loss of many jobs. Now, are we willing to have this much money be invested in deportation and on top of that have loss of so many jobs? I don't think so. In conclusion, we have seen that a reform can benefit both Americans and illegal immigrants. Also, our president has acknowledged that our immigration system is broken and it's unacceptable to have 11 million people out of our systems. Now, there are many reforms that have been presented to the U.S. One is by the U.S. Secretary of Homeland Security, Janet Napolitano, proposed a reform that includes a serious and effective enforcement, improved legal flows for families and workers, and a firm way to deal with those who are already here. Now, we all have to remember something. This nation is a great nation. And the reason that it's a great nation is because many immigrants all around the world came here and did this. And this is why this country, right now, is so rich in culture, diversity, is prosperous, and is blessed. So, we can continue being this type of country. Let's approve a comprehensive immigration reform. And God bless America. Thank you.